The Massacre of Mullaghmast, 1577. The following account is from the Annals of the Four Masters. A horrible, an abominable act of treachery was committed by the English of Leinster and Meath upon that part of the people of Offaly and Leix that remained in confederacy with them, and under their protection. It was effected thus. They were all summoned to shew themselves with the greatest number they could be able to bring with them, at the great rath of Mullaghmast. And on their arrival at that place, they were surrounded on every side by 4 lines of soldiers and cavalry, who proceeded to shoot and slaughter them without mercy, so that not a single individual escaped by flight or force. The massacre at Mullaghmast in County Kildare in January 1577 was one of the bloodiest and brutal episodes in the history of the Irish Midlands. This event effectively wiped out a generation of leading Irish clans from the regions of Leix and Offaly, paving the way for the expansion of the plantation of these 2 counties. The rath at Mullaghmast on the border of Kildare and Leix was the setting for a large banquet offered to the Midland clans by Lord Henry Sidney. Numerous clan members, possibly 500 in all, accepted the invitation by Sidney, including men, women and children. Unwittingly, the unarmed guests entered the rath to be entertained. Among those who were lured to their demise were the 7 leading clans of Leix. Once inside, abruptly the festivities ceased, and the unsuspecting guests were set upon as Lord Sidney ordered his numerous soldiers to attack the unarmed gathering. Showing no mercy, the soldiers butchered all indiscriminately. The horrifying scenes are described in a poem in The Story of Ireland by A.M. Sullivan. While cup and song abound, the triple lines surround the closed and guarded mound in the night's dark noon. At the feast, unarmed all, priest, bard and chieftain fall in the treacherous Saxon's hall, o'er their bright wine bowl. The scene after the massacre must have been horrifying, so barbaric it seems that a number of the soldiers involved deflected to the Irish side. The actions of Lord Sidney were not sanctioned by the Queen, although he was instructed to deal with those troublesome clans. Sidney took it upon himself to rid the Midlands of the strongest of its clans in the most barbaric fashion. Tradition also recalls that one Henry O'Lawler was the only person to escape from the wrath, as he grew suspicious when none of those who entered the feast departed. O'Lawler is said to have witnessed the horrifying scenes inside the rath and quickly made his escape, possibly warning more potential victims not to enter. The news of the attack would have spread throughout the countryside like wildfire, spreading fear and resentment alike. The bitterness of those who avoided the slaughter, including Rory O'Moore, spurred a vicious reaction. Despite their forces being decimated, the O'Moores of Leix led a bloody and vengeful campaign against those responsible.